Hey guys, Richard at ProShots here with your tip of the week. Now, we're going to talk about grip this week, and everyone knows that a proper grip is fundamental to proper shooting, but what I want to talk about in regards to grip really has to do with how we interface with the gun in terms of length of pull. And length of pull can affect where our shots go on the target, and if we're looking for a concealed carry handgun, sometimes we have to make compromises. So when we pick up the gun and establish that dominant hand grip, yes, we want a good high grip on the pistol, finger on the frame of the pistol away from the trigger and the trigger guard, and our three fingers wrap around. We're going to establish a good two-handed grip to shoot, but I want you to see the length of pull in this pistol. So first thing I'm going to look at is part of the grip is actually constructed by the bottom plate of this magazine. So if I were to have a flush fitting magazine in this Glock 43, my pinky really wouldn't have anywhere to rest, and that's going to compromise my grip on this pistol. So that's one consideration. The other thing is, this is a small gun. I don't have the world's biggest hands, but if I put my finger on the trigger, say I'm in a hurry and I just grab the gun, I'm going to jam my finger in there and I actually go past the first knuckle of the shooting finger. That length of pull is too short. If I'm in a hurry and I'm not thinking about it, I'm probably going to tend to send those bullets to the right of my intended target, or the bullseye, because we change the way the index finger hinges when we're pulling the trigger, and we're actually going to push the gun off to the right as we squeeze that trigger. So as long as I know what I'm looking at when I'm picking guns up, I can kind of keep that in the back of my mind. So that's a Glock 43, not the 43X. We're going to pick that up next. So the Glock 43X, they made a little bit larger with a little bit larger frame. And I think they addressed some of my concerns with the concealed carry pistol. Now, the magazine doesn't constitute part of the grip. Now the frame comprises the whole grip. I still have a good high grip on the pistol. And I'm going to close the slide. When I pick the gun up and put my finger on the trigger, I'm not in the perfect spot, but I'm not up to that first knuckle yet. So I haven't gone past the first knuckle. I'm a little bit beyond the middle of my index finger, but it's not a horrible length of pull for me. I realize if I'm looking for a concealed carry gun that I'm probably making compromises, and that might be one of them. I might have to train myself on this pistol where to place my finger properly when I draw the gun. If we were to look at, say, a Glock 19, now we're going to switch from a single stack magazine to a double stack magazine. And again, this frame is larger, so the magazine in no way comprises any part of the grip, but the grip itself is long enough for my full hand to grab it. And if we close this slide, when I place my finger on the trigger, it just naturally falls into what I consider my sweet spot when I'm shooting right in the middle of that first digit, right in the middle of that pad. If I just naturally and quickly pick up this gun, my finger's going to go to the right place. I'm going to have good trigger pulls with a Glock 19. Admittedly, it's a wider gun because it's a double stack. It's a larger gun. This would probably fall into the compact category, not the subcompact, so it's going to be harder to conceal. The question is going to be primarily, what am I using the gun for? If I'm going to the range to practice and shoot and I'm not thinking about concealed carry, I'm going to opt for the larger gun that has just the perfect length of pull for me. The only way for you to know that is for you to pick up a bunch of guns, shoot a bunch of different guns, and find that gun when you pick it up. It just feels like it fits your hand and your finger falls naturally in that place. If I'm looking for a concealed carry gun, maybe that's one of the compromises I make. I have to do a little more training with that to get that proper finger placement. But length of pull should be a consideration in your grip if you're looking for a new gun to buy. Hope y'all have a great week. We look forward to seeing you at the range.